R/leopards ate my face. I never thought leopards would eat my face, sobs woman who voted for leopards eating people's faces party. Revel in the schadenfreude anytime someone has a sad because they're suffering consequences from what they voted for, or supported, or wanted to impose on other people. Turns out owning the libs doesn't pay medical bills. My niece and her husband just lost their jobs in a Doge purge. They also lost their healthcare insurance. Last year they purchased their first home with a $500,000 mortgage and 15 grand in property taxes. 4 months ago they had their first child. Unfortunately there were complications with the birth, the baby's still in hospital, and both voted for and actively campaigned for Trump. US farmers grow the food for USAID and now they've lost their biggest client. USAID purchases $2 billion a year of rice, wheat, lentil and peas from American farmers, and Elon just wiped them out. A top New York City police officer official says, way too many people are urinating on Trump Tower at any given moment to arrest them all. Fuck this. I voted for Trump, but seeing this all over the past couple of days made me think I made a mistake. I'm having a Trump regret moment right now. I only wanted a better economy and a secure border. I didn't want all this trade war shit. Maybe the libs were right. ICE raided his family's North Philly car wash. Here are Jeffrey Lee's account of what happened. No one ever thought that this would happen. I thought that the administration was going after violent criminals. But these people are innocent, honest, hardworking people. These are human beings. But I didn't know the leopards would eat my employees' faces. Oh no. Just in, Trump administration orders federal employees to remove pronouns from their email signatures today at 5 p.m. See, I love this, but still, I worry it violates the First Amendment. I mean, it does, so yeah. To pay for Trump tax cuts, House GOP floats plan to slash benefits for the poor and working class. It's fake news, guys, it's fake news. My Trump impersonation's awful, but there you go. Dozens of female Republican officials who have been fired by the Trump administration's anti-DEI policies are complaining that Trump's firings were supposed to be according to race, not gender. DEI. The fact they thought that's just really bad. Hector Luis Valles Cocho, Cuban activist who rallied others to vote for Trump, was picked up by ICE and is in a detention center waiting to be deported. The right way to immigrate just went wrong. The Trump administration has stripped the status of 600,000 Venezuelans who obeyed the law. Trump voter Fed employee got deferred resignation email, asks me for a job. So, is your business gonna offer me a job? You lost your job? Not yet. 8-month buyout is on the table. Gotta cut government waste. That was the outcome of the election, right? Who the hell made these deals? They're so bad. Says Trump about why tariffs are needed on Canada and Mexico, forgetting he made said deal in 2018. Trump signs trade deal with Mexico and Canada, December 2018. They are feasting. Breaking, the helicopter pilot in the DC plane crash was a woman with 500 hours of flight experience. Her gender is irrelevant. To declare it with excitement, as you do, is sexist and insulting. Is this the number one defining thing about the pilot to you? This is why you don't side with the people that discriminate, because it's a matter of time before they'll discriminate against you. Utah Mormon who voted Trump and has a remote federal sole provider husband is shocked at consequences. Send prayers. Nate kept saying this was an option if Trump was elected, but I didn't think it would happen. There's literally not enough office space for the 12,000 plus employees working across all 50 states. The patent office is one of the Fed offices that make a profit, and has a backlog of patents since Nate was hired 12 years ago. We need more patent examiners, and this will likely cause a mass exodus. VA was lovely, but I have no desire to live in a people's sandwich again. Prayers would be appreciated. The most gut-wrenching fuck around and find out of all. Muslim Trump voter asks Democrats, "The nation is falling apart, do something." Canada is putting retaliatory 25% tariffs on over $100 billion of American imports. It won't hurt America as much as Canada, but it will still hurt. This is the stupidest timeline. We're allies. Asking Canada to pay more into NATO makes tons of sense. Asking Canada to secure the border is only fair, although I'll point out much more crime actually moves from America into Canada than the other way around. And maybe a few trade concessions like changing some trade policies related to agricultural and dairy goods might make sense. But this is getting into a fistfight with a country that for 100 years has wanted nothing but friendship and free trade. Wild. Breaking. In a stunning moment, the media finally asks Donald Trump how his tariffs fit into his plans to lower costs. Trump responds by saying that these tariffs will increase prices. This is a stunning admission. Why? Tariffs are a tax Americans pay. This isn't what I voted for. Trump is going to tariff other nations. Genius. Make China pay for our government so we can have a tax break. 100% appreciate that, and I'm still Team Trump. Also have urgent meetings tomorrow on how to update our pricing strategy. We have US and Canadian customers, and US and Canadian plants. My Canadian plants don't produce the same products as my US plants, and vice versa. We can't absorb 25% tariffs, the margins are too thin. So, guess what's gonna happen? At Real Donald Trump. I voted for you 3 times and donated numerous times as they hauled you into court. But if you fucking think you'll use American taxpayer money to rebuild Gaza, you're as insane as they say you are. I will fight as hard against you as I did for you. At Real Donald Trump, you've lost your fucking mind, pal. I voted for you 3 times, but now is the time to tell you you've lost your fucking mind. If you spend 1 goddamn dime of my money on Gaza, I will understand why someone takes you out. I was with Trump and deporting until I learned and saw what was really happening. I'm so disappointed in this country. People are supposed to come here to be free, to live the American dream, not to be hunted down and sent back to hell. I supported deportation until I saw the reality of it. What the fuck is wrong with us? Unhinged. The left is getting outrageous, and I think it'll get worse considering we're only weeks into Trump's term. My worry is violence will soon follow, but the rhetoric and lies are at a fever pitch. Suddenly worried about violence after 4 years of violence and a coup. Maybe it's time to get rid of their safe space. Hey, remember my dad during the election? I want Trump to win. Harris is gonna make things difficult. Yeah? He's been learning about tariffs and is pretty upset since 90% of our business is an American client. You guys think to diversify? Doesn't matter right now, not the point. He goes to me today. Oh, this Trump is behaving like a dictator. Because of the 25% tariffs he imposed. I tell him, bro, you wanted him to win. Yeah, but I didn't think he'd do all this. He never said anything about Canada. Man, we warned his ass not to be so happy. Bro, too much Fox News. I don't know why it's allowed in Canada. We then had a chat, and he's tentatively agreed to vote Liberal next election. Oh, one less Maple MAGA, about 1 million more to go.